Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Zelp and today we are going to be playing Warframe. I do want to let you guys know that I don't intend on keeping making Warframe videos. All I'm doing is playing Warframe to experience Warframe again. I'm trying out different characters. I want to know how the leech thing works because I haven't done that yet. So there are a few things that I want to do. I was doing the railjack before, but that is already completed. So once everything I want to experience has been done, and we're kind of waiting for the space fight, which I hope comes out soon, so that I don't actually have to switch content and then switch back. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that. Now today I am kind of doing what I am doing with the first Grandel video. I'm playing Gus, but I don't know how to play Gus. I got it maxed out, however my knowledge of him is very limited. Someone actually tried from my Discord, tried to explain to me how it works and also shared me their build. But I feel like I'm the kind of guy that learns a lot better with my own experiments and also like trying out myself. So although he told me a bunch of things, a lot of things kind of registered, but somehow I couldn't apply them because maybe I don't understand enough. So I ended up having to test them as well. So yeah, so this video is going to be a question video for you guys where you can actually tell me how you think I should be playing Gus. Let me know down in the comments. Share me the mods that you use and how you would use his skills. The more detailed the better, I guess, but again, don't take like wiki information and just paste it down there. I want you guys to try and use your own words, make it simplified, and let me know. Now the one that does the best first, or rather after 24 hours, I'll like kind of like scan through whoever that did this the best is gonna win my glyph. My glyph is nothing special. If you don't like it and you still want to help out, go ahead. If you've won my glyph before, let someone else get it. You can actually request not to take it, and I'll look through and see who's the next guy that is doing a good job. Okay, however, with that said, I am going to show you guys something interesting, like I always do. I want to show you guys what my thoughts are when it comes to heavy attacks, especially on the what do you call these weapons? Do they call it the fist weapons? No, I think fist weapons is a different category. This one is some kind of lick and fisting. Anyways, this Obex has a really cool heavy attack which slams like that. However, if you do a jump attack with the slam attack, you also do this. So what I realized is that you can actually do a jump attack followed by a normal heavy attack, and it'll look something like this, right? It's like boom boom, and the AoE on this thing is really pretty huge. I do want to ask you a few questions, like does reach actually increase the range of the heavy slam attack, and also does reach, which is a melee range increment thing, also help with the normal heavy attack? So that would be really interesting if you guys can let me know down in the comments. I would love to now I'm gonna show you guys a build. It's going to revolve mostly on the first, the second, and also the fourth, not so much on the third. So this means I don't really need any range, because technically, in my opinion, range only helps, at least the most, is the third ability to make the circle thing bigger, right? So you can see that my circle is really small. It's going to be more on duration, and as you can see, my health is actually a little bit higher, so there is some survivability involved. My Obex have life strike, so when I'm doing this, I'm actually taking a lot of health from the enemies. Okay, so let's jump into a game and I'll show you how this sort of like idea or build kind of work, and then you tell me again down in the comments what you think about it and if it's a cool idea. I think I scare a lot of people doing what I did, and I don't know, it looks kind of like I'm hacking. I'm kind of losing my voice. It looks kind of like hacking. It feels kind of good, but it also is kind of messy, but I feel like you can get kind of used to it. Okay, so I guess we are going to ESO again. I am so sorry to whoever that joins in my game when I'm testing these things, because sometimes it's a failed test, and when that happens, well, I kind of burden people, which I don't want to. I don't feel so good about doing this. But most of the tests, even though it fails, most of the builds I feel like can get you to at least zone 4. So it's not too bad. Okay, so let's see if they would stay doing the social experiment. We have Inaros. See, like I said, there's a lot of Inaros. Someone actually commented on the YouTube comments that he plays Inaros because it's tankier, and it doesn't require him to be running around too much dodging. And I do agree. Actually, I believe one of the reasons why I actually started or liked playing Inaros at one point is the same reason. It's like all this time from the OG times you're doing things like coptering. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's where you attack with your melee weapon while you do a spin. No. You attack your melee weapon. You do a slide. You do a slide at. Okay, this one can't do slide attacks. But you do a slide attack where it makes you spin. And depending on the weapon, you can actually spin and fling yourself really far. So they call it coptering at those times. Okay, I'm not really fighting, so let's start with the build. So you jump, you do this, and you do this, right? So you get the timing right, it looks something like this. Okay, now what you want to do is, oh my god, I need mana. What you want to do is you want to get some mana. This is bad. If we don't have mana, can't really showcase it. Okay, we have some mana. I keep saying mana! It's energy. I meant energy. Okay, I think we have enough mana. So you use your first skill. The timing has to be right though. So you dash, you jump, you do this and do this, right? So you dash. And then you just basically dash wherever you see enemies. And I don't know, it feels kind of fun. Feels kind of lame at the same time, but then yeah, that's the idea. You dash, you do a jump attack, and then you do a heavy attack, a normal heavy attack, and that is what will happen. And it's also relatively safe because the slams done is actually kind of like knocking them. Okay, let's get my energy up, get the defending up. Right, so your dash will obviously hurt them, and then you have it'll knock them down, so things is safe. Then your slam will also knock them down. Oh, I'm not doing the jump right. Yeah, you just need to get the timing down. And you need to jump as well when you're doing this. I find it like you can actually somewhat press the jump button and the first button at the same time. So it doesn't seem to be doing a lot of damage unless the enemy is like right in front of you. So I really want to know if reach actually helped me with my angling or something. But you can see how this is good in a way where not only is it somewhat safe, but it gives a lot of CC. Oh boy, I'm stuck. Anyways, I think this is kind of all I wanted to show you guys. And I'm trying to find ways to make my damage a little bit higher so that it can actually be way more damaging than it looks. Using my 4th ability actually makes things even better. Oop. Okay, I'm doing it wrong again. you do need to kind of fling your mouse around so that you know where you want to go or where you think there's enemies. Tap heavy attack twice. And yeah, just like that. So I'm not doing enough damage though, but I am CCing the crap out of everyone. Okay, so before I go, I want to show you guys a setting thing, because this is something that I found when I was trying to look for channeling. I didn't know that they removed channeling, so I was kind of struggling, and I went over to the controls in order to try and find channeling. And what I stumbled upon is that there is actually a melee heavy attack, which I fuse it or bind it to my mouse button 4, which is my thumb button. Now by default, I remember when I came in, it was empty, it was not bounded. So I'm telling you guys so that in case you do not have this bounded and you're doing the heavy attack like you do a charge attack, there is a faster way to actually initiate it. So if you try to do it as a charge attack, I believe you actually do a normal attack first, then you do a heavy attack, which I think is a lot slower. So by bounding this button to something else, you can actually straight away do a heavy attack, which could actually potentially do what I just did. However, it's still debatable if it's good, if you find it interesting or fun. Let me know what you think. Damage wise, you do have to be right in front of the enemy and you can see a lot of damage, but otherwise it's really just creating a lot of knockdown enemies, a lot of debris. There's another thing that I like to talk about is from the last Grandal video. I learned after making that video that some of Grandal's abilities actually scales according to enemy's level. So it does more damage when the enemy has more level, and because of that, I think that's also one of the reasons why it does a lot more damage in later zones of ESO than in the first two zones. And I could be wrong, it could be just because of the armor issue. And I also learned today that ESO actually changes their zones. So sometimes it starts with Grenier, sometimes it starts with Infested, sometimes it starts with something else, and each zone kind of changes as well. It seems to be somewhat random, and this is a problem because I showcased Grandal soloing, but then it may, I actually haven't tried it, but it may not be able to do the same now because the rotations, the types of enemies that you face is a little bit different. So you might be facing a lot more armored enemies, and then if that's the case, you know, Grandal's ability might fall off and it won't be as good. Okay, that is all I kind of want to say for this video. Educate me down in the comments. I'm looking forward to see it. And again, whoever that wins the glyph, congratulations in advance, in case I forget to do that in the next video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.